Husband! Husband! Where are you, husband? Chelsea the movies, yay!
The Lost Husband.
He gone. He gone. Or is
where is he? Like,
what?
We'll get into that a little bit later. Basically, this is a kind of...
It's a chick flick.
Yeah, like that's the easiest way to describe it. A kind of romantic type movie.
That's
maybe light on the romance though. Like I can't say romantic comedy. It's not like a hot and heavy like romance, like I don't know.
It's based on a book. You
Yeah.
know, people that like books.
Anyway, we saw it and I was like, oh, this might be a cute thing to watch. We've watched The Christmas Prince. We watched, what was that movie where she like won a house in another country and then had to fix it up?
Right. I forget what it's called.
Ridiculous.
We've watched a lot of these on. They come on Netflix a lot. This is
Netflix.
right
People
up Netflix
do this
alley.
like with Hallmark, with Lifetime. Like there's just these movies that exist. Now I will say that The Lost Husband. We'll get into it in a little bit. Let's just go wait or skip.
I'm gonna say that you should skip this movie. Am I saying skip? I mean, here's the thing about this movie. This movie, I would say wait. I'm gonna say wait because I'm assuming if you're considering to watch this movie, you like these type of movies. If you like these type of movies, it's not the best one of those, right? But it's not the worst. It was made in a fairly decent manner. I thought that the two leads were played by competent actors. And I think that the story wasn't great, but it also wasn't terrible. I think if you're just this kind of person, do you see what I'm saying? I didn't really want to see this movie, and if you're like a Kelsey, then probably skip it. But if you did what I'm saying, it's hard to say. I feel like I'm falling into your ridiculous nonsense.
Okay.
Okay, let me start over. I would like to start over. Skip this movie because this movie is not very good.
I'm also going to say skip this movie. It just wasn't a very good movie. You said at the beginning that it was based on a book. Story makeup is that they
ran out of books. No.
Well, it's like whoever made the movie got a copy of this book and big chapters were missing out of their copy, but they didn't know it. And so they made the movie based on the junk copy they had, and then we got this. The movie feels unfinished. It feels like, what happened? Why? Why do I care about this?
I mean,
yeah,
basically...
It's like, so I'm just saying skip it, because even if you like these kind of movies, it doesn't check all those boxes that you would expect it to check.
Let's get the spoilers.
The title makes no sense.
I mean, it makes sense in that the main character, her husband had died.
But like okay, first of all, the title, The Lost Husband. I remember when I saw it, I was like, that's a weird title.
But
The Lost Husband.
Alright, so and then the trailer, which isn't a trailer, but it's basically when they get locked in that...
It's just a scene from
refrigerator
the movie.
together. Yeah. It's a big walk-in refrigerator type thing. And I was like, oh, is he the lost husband? Like he was...
Yeah, like does she lost and like lose her husband in some way and then she finds like a husband? Like, was this guy meant to be her husband and he's been lost from her all his life? And now he's been found? But like, we have no idea. She is a widow. For the movie, for a good chunk of the movie, you're not sure. You know that something traumatic happened in their life.
But you don't know what.
But you're not quite sure, and she's not ready to talk about it. So by the time you get to the fact that she's a widow, you still haven't worked out the title in your head. So now, like, what is the title about? Her deceased husband? We assume it's going to be her husband later on. We don't know. They just, like, start dating by the end of the movie. So, like, it was weird. I feel like there were big chunks missing out of this movie. Almost... in a way that, like, I was like, oh, did they do this intentionally so that they could make this oh, this movie's good because we're not telling you everything. You know what I mean? Like, somebody might intentionally be like, well, we're not going to make it super cheesy and hit those, like, romantic, like, Hallmark type boxes. We're not going to check all those boxes because we're not that. You know, I just felt like it wasn't quite one of those movies. I've seen these cutesy movies, you know? They're supposed to be cutesy. This wasn't cutesy. It was weird.
You're thinking about those little oranges.
Okay. Those are cuties.
You can eat them like grapes.
Those are all lies. What I did like about this movie, there was one thing I liked. I thought there were moments when the female lead displayed grief in a way that was really authentic to real life.
Yeah, she's a good actress.
Yeah.
Her name. I never remember her name. It's Leslie Bibb.
The guy, the male lead, is the guy from Win a Date with Tad Hamilton.
He also was in that Taco Bell commercial.
Oh, he was, yeah. He's real pop. Both the actors are really popular. We just don't know their names. But that's it. That's it in the whole movie. The rest of it was just a huge... Oh! Can we even talk about the stupid mystery in the movie? About her upbringing? That was, like, meant to be
pretty underwhelming.
Hidden, like, thing. And I was like, oh, is that really, like, that big a deal?
Her reaction to finding information out was particularly, like... I was like, she's kind of flipping out. What was
like? I was like, you already hated your mom and didn't have a good relationship with her. You found out, like, she abandoned you for 4 years, and that's, like... It should have been... Here's what her reaction to that should have been, like, that makes sense. That figures. Like, she should have been like, yeah, that's the puzzle piece that fits here. Instead of, like, being angry and shocked and mad at the people who...
tried to help her.
Yeah, like, it's totally
it is realistic, I'll say. That people do that.
That people just flip out in ways that are, like, illogical and unreasonable.
People from dysfunctional upbringings, yes.
In that way, yes.
But I think you said that this movie review was very short because it was a bad movie.
Right. Now it's been,
this review is getting so long that it makes me hate the movie more. That's how bad it was. Waste of time. Don't go see it. Don't watch it on Netflix. Just watch that Taco Bell commercial or that other movie that the other lady sent.
Yeah, she's been in other much better movies. Well, thanks for watching.